It may be. Nope, it's not. I swear. Oh, it made it. We got our first Terranium ingot, so it all works. Okay, so now that we actually I still haven't put the, oh, right, I need to now put the energy upgrades into this. I totally forgot to make the next levels to this really quickly. We're gonna do that, but before we actually do that, I actually want to take a look at something other stuff, because it seems here for us to make the UAV hulls and the energy hatches, we're going to need to make we're going to have to make a couple different stuff. We're going to have to make this thing called a Ricarium for, actually maybe we don't need to make that, but we do need that, and we do need this. So what I am going to do is that I do know this is a liquid, and it is Mark II, and oh great, some stuff I have no idea what it is. Alright, okay, before I even do anything, I need to make sure I set all these to bypass limit. I don't even know if I have enough power for all of this, but we know we're kind of going to figure that out as we go. We're not 100%, I know, so yeah, that's charging them up. I don't know if I have enough energy. Like, if I'm gonna be 100%, that's not what I want to do. I just wasted a lot of power that way. Okay, well, connect all that up. Yep, we gotta throw stuff on each one of these connectors. Oh, what the world? Why'd I do that? No, switch these around. I messed this up. Oops, I didn't realize I did that. There we go, that's better. I didn't know that could count the way it did. Well, I guess it wasn't its spot, so... Oh yeah, so this should all now be 2 million a pop. Yeah, how much energy did that just take? Holy moly, that jumped almost 10 million. We're making nowhere near that. Okay, so now that we got that, we just want to focus on this liquid, this stuff. So yeah, so what we're going to do is, I guess we're just gonna set this up over here with some, let me get some cobblestone. Do I have everything already on me? I have, okay, got pipes. I don't have pipes, okay. Okay, now just like normal, I'm going to make sure these are all put in the right spots. So something like that, and now that just goes upside down. And then this is also, okay, so it's going to directly get pumped the right, oh, okay, that's nice. It's very nice. So something like that, and it's already done. Really slick already. Okay, so when it comes to this, we're going to have to put Duranium and liquid. I think the liquid titanium I may already have here, but I could be wrong because I have been wrong a bunch of other times. I swear we also have this, which, never mind, we don't have this. This has to be made again in another area, probably over there somewhere. I know people have told me not to put stuff in here in the liquid. The only reason I'm doing that is because I don't want the liquid to be split between both, and then how somehow both of them get filled into here. I don't want that happening, because I have a feeling it might with how weird this stuff is. So I'm scared that if I you know, don't have these locked when it filters out, that it may not do it. But I could also put a filter in here and also add it through here, which then meaning so I could do multiple, but that means I can't. I guess I could put blocking on it, but it doesn't exactly matter. I'm just gonna do it this way, and plus I'm given more options because I have what, 8 options here. I have options down here. That's not hard. Okay, so now that that's now hooked up, I now need to get a crafting pattern set for this, and I have no patterns. Oh well, good for me. I can make 10 more. 10 more. The lucky number 10. There we go. 10 more. So we need to make, well, you gotta make this. So let's see, what all do we have here? Neither. Alright, so we're gonna have to make liquid titanium. Since we have no liquid titanium, we also are gonna make sure it needs its spot. So, okay, let's make sure we put this in a thing to be smelted down. Okay, so liquid titanium, there we go, cool. So now that's actually got a slot, so we don't have to worry about that. Now I have to worry about this, which takes radion gas and liquid gallium, which is literally from the Mark 1, which is fine because we could just use this to literally pump Mark 1s. So, okay, so we just do the same thing we did on over there. Okay, so let's actually, because we're making the liquid deuterium, so this is going to need radion gas and this, so we're going to make sure this is put with radion gas, which we do have a lot of radion gas, and I actually got that working again, and liquid gallium, which I don't know if I just have on deck, so we're going to have to see if the system can make both of these. Okay, let's see, liquid beryllium, liquid galenium. Do I have galenium or just liquid galenium? Do I have any sorts of galenium? I have liquid Valican galenium, but not regular galenium. Okay, and it seems that I don't have it actually being made? Oh, that's part of crafting. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to do a couple things here. It seems that I gotta actually hook it up to actually smelt. Liquid galenium in a smelting furnace. Alright, we have plenty of galenium dust, so that should now work. Okay, so now that I now got that, now I also want to test, so everything should be ready, and let me just check how much radion I have. Radion, I have 185 buckets. That's working wonders right now. Okay, so now that we now have that, I should now be able to throw this up into here, which should give me that. Did I put the pattern for this one? I didn't. Okay, so to make the liquid, whatever this is, liquid durium, did I not say? Oh, it's not hooked up. No wonder it's not actually gonna show up, because how can it show up if it's not connected, you know? Like, look at this. I have forgot to hook that thing up right there. Now it should show up. There it is. Look at that, liquid durium, and now we just do that. Now we should have everything to make this liquid. So if we do that, that should now output into there, and then this should then, I don't know, maybe it needs other power. I don't know how much more power this thing's going to need, but golly, I don't know if I have enough power. Alright, so now we just need to make, oh, right, wait a minute. I don't think I put slots for some of these. I put the titanium. Okay, hold up. We did not do a couple here. I know we need to do the liquid durium, which with the liquid durium, I need liquid galenium, which I don't have, so I gotta put liquid galenium down, just like that. And now that I have liquid galenium, I now need to do this, so I gotta do this one as the next one. Alright, there we go. So liquid terranium. So now that we now have a slot for it, just chilling down there. By the way, this is starting to get literally crazy. Like, look how many different. Yeah, that's ridiculous. But now we have to I think you have to solidify it. Yeah, we now have to solidify it in a mold. Okay, so now I should be able to put this in a bender. Yep, there we go. So now we should be able to put that in a bender where now that's not a bender. That's not the right bender. Right here. So we're almost, yeah, no, we literally, I just want to try to make this stuff. And then that's actually going to be like a massive completion. Because this is like, oh, this is UHV. Yeah, we can't even make this yet. It needs liquid terrarium. Yeah, we can't make that yet. That is, I don't know why that's here. Network switch. Yeah, the assembly line. Right, the assembly. I think I did all that. Okay, so now if we're looking at, we've completed this, we've got this, and the terrarium coil is what's next. That's it, the terrarium coil, which takes an assembler. Okay, so we're actually going to have to go down before we can actually get into that coil. We have to go down here and do this. So, okay, so that means we have to go through this process first. I thought these were the same thing. No, they're totally different. Alright, I want the system to make me one. Just make me one of those, and I want to see if everything works out the way. Oh, wow. It's already making liquid durium. That is already insane. Insanely good. That's good. Okay, now that's working. How much, actually, what's the power usage on this thing? I really need to know. It's, oh my god. Well, whatever that jump was, that thing was insane. Okay, please don't use that much power again. But I guess while we wait and see if that makes it, we'll make this other stuff. Okay, so this liquid other stuff we're gonna need. Okay, so we have neither of it. Is it like both? Oh, is it just me melting down something I've already made? It may be. It may be. Nope, it's not. I swear. Oh, it made it. We got our first terranium ingot, so it all works. Oh, we can make the dust. We just don't have the ingot. Oh, really? That is super, super interesting. So you need to actually put it through a blast furnace. Helium gas. Okay, so I just gotta put one that's helium. It's been a while since I put one in this one. Okay, so now we got that. Now we gotta put it through a freezer. Dude, I love throwing all my hot ingots into a vacuum freezer. Okay, so this could just be a regular old freezer. Doesn't need to be liquid helium, just a regular old. Okay, so I should now be able to smelt this down. Yes, so I should now be able to, okay, before we even continue, we're gonna need more patterns. Like, every episode, I'm using at mostly 30 patterns on average. Maybe more. I don't even know. But, okay, so now we have that. So this also needs a slot. So if we slide down here, we gotta give it a good old boy. There we go. I don't even know what it's called. Why do you even say that? Ruthium? Ruthium? That's definitely a real something. Okay, so now that I've now done that, now I need to focus on this acidic vapor. Acidic dust. Don't I have this? I swear. Arsenic. Arsenic dust. Yeah, I have it. I actually have it. Which goes where again? And scrap remains in another extractor. Oh, cool. Okay, so I should surprisingly be all done here with this. I actually should, actually not yet. I still have to, because then we're actually getting into UV, which is even more power heavy. So, fusion reactor, so now we got to make another thing to make liquid drums. Okay, so now, before we do anything, I want to throw the acidic vapor in here, lock it in, and then I want to throw the ruthium in here, lock it in. So now this is chronologically ready for action. Okay, so now I should be able to yep, liquid whatever this is, right up into here. So then we already have filled 4 out of 8 slots, and if I need to, I can easily, not easily, but I can build the Mark 1 again and just have all the Mark 1s be there. So if I need to, I will, but you know. Okay, so now that I now have the liquid whatever, so yeah, these are, well, yeah, I have to get UAV assemblers. So, oh yeah, I was trying to make, we'll worry about the research station another time. Not the research station, but something else. So now we have to make the actual, like, I think this is just me putting it in a, yeah, okay. Very simple, not hard, not that crazy. Which, from what it seems, I have a lot of resources for this bar, so it should be really simple. Okay, so now I have to focus on the UV hull and then also the energy hatch, which is going. Okay, maybe we will actually do the other machine. oh, this just looks so friendly. Huh, so friendly indeed. Okay, so it takes, okay, yep, yeah, just as I thought, it would probably take brand new stuff. So we're gonna need Drenstium plates, which is this all it is? Is just those plates just, okay. Maybe not gonna, I should shut up before I say something and then I'm gonna regret it. Okay, so now that we've now done that, now, do we have most of all of this. It's just this wire that we need to now go off and make. Do we already have this? Because that's the thing, it's just really going down the line of trying to figure out if I have it or not. Which, it may be that I don't have it. Oh, brother, what? Brother, what? Okay, so I can make this in a couple of different ways. I'm making it through the mixer. It's going to be 100 times easier, and it's not going to be that much of a pain. Oh, I don't think I have small uterine. What's the best way of making this stuff? Like, that's not it. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is it after all. I have zero clue, and this doesn't even look like it's helping. So it's the small piles of uranium dust. So, yep. Okay, so we have, I don't even know what that's exactly from at all, but I guess we'll make it. Okay, so we have a little bit of this stuff. So now if we do that, uranium dust, what do you mean? Uranium dust. I did the thing. Yeah, this is the stuff. Why? Okay, no, this is it. This is the stuff. I'm not tripping. Okay. Yeah, no, let's just throw it over here. Maybe it's just giving me issues. I don't know. But that should, it says, let's just try to craft one. Try to craft one. Alright, now this has got to go into a mixer with some oxygen gas, and everything should be fine to make the Yetium burning crack, whatever. Okay, so now that I have that, this is going to go in with the R-gassed one. So, R-gas, okay, cool. And then once I have to freeze it, do I just freeze it normally? I can just freeze it normally. Okay, cool. But overall, this is pretty dang simple. Nothing that crazy. Is nothing I don't have, so I don't have to like go crazy. Oh, this is the wrong floor. But you know, I like that. I like the simplicity that I already have stuff. Okay, so now wire mill at level 2. So, okay, so now we got another, I think, didn't I have, oh, right. Okay, wire mill. Level, wait, 2? Wait, it's a level 1. Wait, level 2. Is that what it's... Oh, no, it is a level 1. I thought I was tripping. Alright, let's make an extra 10 patterns. There we go. So now we got more patterns to work with. And then... Actually, hold up. Well, we can actually put this through an assembler. So, could this be a lot cheaper? Let's see. We still need to make the cables. Okay, so we still need to make the cables, so we still gotta go through this process right here. Cool, because then once we have that, then we should be able to make that. So what does this need to go into? An assembler. Okay, so we're gonna put this through another assembler, so then we should be able to make the stupid UV machine hall, which is actually ridiculous that we should be able to then make it, which is already going to be wild. So we should have that, and now we need to actually wait. We're going to need to make the actual other thing, because to make this, isn't this going to be, yeah, this needs, because for me to even use a UHV hull, I need to make the other thing. So I would need to make the, whatever it's called. Hold on, let's search up UV. See, I would need to make the converter. Yeah, this is the converter I need to make. Pristine. Oh. Well, we don't have that. I guess now we're going to have to make it. Now me realizing I need to make pristine or whatever this is called. Mixer. That actually doesn't seem that difficult. And I have all of that. And do I have ZPM? Not ZPM. ZPM. Do I have a mixer? No, I don't. Okay, and I just have everything. Cool. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. It's not a struggle. I like that. Oh, wait, I already had a mixer. Never mind. Okay, so is this Argas one? Wait, Teridium. Oh, wait, Teridium. Oh, is that the... Oh, okay, we have that. Oof, I was actually scared there for a second. I was like, oh... I may not have that. Okay, but I do. Okay, I actually got a little afraid there. I was like, uh-oh. I may not have that. But this is Teridium, right? This is Teridium? Yeah, that's Teridium. Okay, so now we have everything for that. Okay, so now we have the... Okay, so we actually got to make the wires, actually, for this. So, yeah, now that we have the ability to actually be able to use the wires all the way down. So, yeah, I think this is now pretty cool. We're actually almost... actually able to like get into UV now, and then after that it's actually one more, and that's UHV, I think. Okay, and there it is. So that should give us the possibility to now make that. So that would be that. So that's pretty cool. And now past that, so we have the UV hull. Now it just comes down to the UHV hatch, which is going to need so much research. Like, I think, yeah, no, we're going to have to get into this. So we're going to have to make this thing called the network switch. So I think I have, actually, I think I already made the network switch thing over here, right? Oh wait, did I build one up here, network switch? I did. I didn't do the recipe part for it. Okay, so when it comes to making the network switch, I'm going to need all these different pieces. How much of all this do I going to need? I am missing just one piece. That's cool. We're missing this, which let's just say this looks like a mixer of stuff. Can I how much farther? Mixer UV. Ah, no. Okay, it looks like it's gonna be more of a pain. It looks like I may have to go through this molten route. Yep. I think, was it this that I was trying to make at one point? Oh, I can use Ergas to make it fast. So yeah, okay. Well, I have an alloy blast melter I'm not actually using. This needs to wait. It needs to wait. I can't make that. Wait. Oh wait. Maybe I can. Maybe I can make this. The only issue. Maybe I can make this. It's just I'm trying to go for that. Okay, maybe I can. Wait, my brain's hurting here. Hold up. Okay, so I think it's all possible. I think everything, it's possible, because the reason why I say it's possible, I think it's possible for me to make, because I actually have the way to make the power come out. So I think it's all possible for me to, okay, not make it that way. So I want to see here. So molten this way. So how hard is it to make an ultimate mixer? That's literally my first plan of things here. Let's see. Can I make an ultimate? Yeah, I probably should have guessed it. If it's going, okay, so it seems stop all plans. We got to get into the switch station. So, okay, so that means we need to get into this stuff, which means the only way I could do that is through a blast smelter, which needs teridium, which the only way to make teridium is through an assembler, which, oh my god. So, okay, okay, this is 32, so I don't think any of this is not possible. I just think it's a little, that's a little aggravating. But sure, why not? So it looks like we're going to have to, yeah, this is gonna take even more items, even more struggle to make all these. This takes more items. I gotta make a second. I'm gonna make a whole new apply a whole another one of those right next to it. That's pretty much out of space, so all these new parts would go into that one. And yeah, so it seems I gotta make it a little longer from what I'm telling and what I'm seeing. So it seems that I should start off with the UV electric motor. So we need to make a data orb and 32. Is that what this is? I think this is a 30. It is. Okay. Okay, so if I throw this orb in here, that should start working. That needs 128,000 computer units or whatever it's called. Okay, so I went off and also got all the other items I think we're going to need so far, which there's probably going to be other littler items. Like, I got to make all these nuggets. I got to make all the pump, right? I already have the pump here, so that's going to be ready. There's just a lot of stuff now. I got to make a whole nother assembly line right next to this one, and it's also got to be longer. So yeah, that's another thing. This one, it's got to be an actual, I think I'm gonna make the next one probably like, I don't know, which 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Maybe I'll make the next one 12 or 13, because yeah, no, it needs to be longer. It's just not long enough. Okay, cool. So now that we have a UV electric motor part, now I need to see something. So when it comes to the research station, is this the same as when it comes to this? Is it the same? Yes, it needs 28,000. They're all the same. Hold up a minute. How much PCB do I have? I have 50. So that used, I don't know what they used have. I think when I checked, I only had like 80 something still in there. So I think I have enough for another round. But which one should I, am I going to do the conveyor? Yeah, let's do conveyor belt. Let's do conveyor belt. That seems to be the next one. Okay, conveyor belt next. So, yeah, so it seemed like I still need to, yeah, I'm going to need 2 more data orbs, and I'm going to need way more PCB. Oh, what the world? I can see what my system's working on. Look at this. Look, it's making more PCB by the minute. It's making that. It's doing this. It's doing that. CPUs. It's making this. For some reason, some of these aren't showing up. Okay, so I didn't know that, but if you look in the crafting status, it tells you how many different things are working. It says there's 4, 6. That's so cool. I never noticed that. Wow. I never knew that was there. I never knew that was a thing. Alright, there we go. So now that we have the second one there. So when it comes to these other ones, I think they needed... Okay, so I think the electric pump is going to be the next one on my list to do here. But we're going to need more PCB, sadly. We're literally down to our last 5 buckets, and the system is, well, trying its best to make more, so it's slowly, but it's working. Yeah, there we go, went up a bucket. So if we give that thing some time, I think we should have enough, but right now we're halfway done. Well, not halfway. There's still other things here, like the electric pump. I don't know if we're actually going to use them. Probably in some machines, we're probably going to have to. I know we're going to need to make the UV emitter. I know we're going to have to make the gravitational field thing. We're going to have to make the ultimate... Oh, that doesn't take anything crazy. Nice. I don't know if we're going to need the UV sensor. But overall, it seems like we may not need a lot more. But from what it looks like also... Oh, wait. What the world? Regulator. I don't want a regulator. It seems that we also may have to get into things called data modules, which is kind of insane. Oh, man. So I think once we be able to get into this, I think actually we probably could get into like all of this, but oh yeah, we do have the Yeti corporate ingot now, so we probably could make this this right here, but I'm not worried about that right now. I'm more worried about trying to get all this done first, and then I'll focus towards that, because then once we have that, that's practically meaning we're going on to the next page. So yep, it's just robot arm. So it's just electric piston and robot arm. Those are literally the next things.